Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Cinephiles Assemble, where I, David DeRose, go through my movie collection and talk about it with you, the internet. And welcome back to my 31 and under 31 Halloween challenge, where I try to make 31 separate horror-related reviews in under 31 days. This is the fourth video of that, and I am very behind in this challenge, so let's get going. In the early 1980s, a horror movie was made with special effects so groundbreaking that the Academy Awards had to create a brand new award just for it. This was the birth of the Academy Award for Best Makeup, and that movie was An American Werewolf in London, which I have opinions on, but I can accept is a masterpiece. Today's movie is not. Today we're looking at Cinephiles number 524, 1997's An American Werewolf in Paris. We follow Andy, played by Tom Everett Scott, and a few friends as they backpack through Europe doing a Daredevil Challenge tour, which I presume were all the rage in the 1990s. While preparing to bungee jump off the Eiffel Tower, he sees a woman, played by Julie Delpy, about to jump off as well, except without a rope. He saves her and they start a kind of romance, though she's standoffish. Later, he and his friends are attacked by werewolves. Tom is turned and one of his friends is killed. That dead friend keeps popping up as an undead ghost, begging Andy to find and kill the werewolf that killed him so that his soul can be released. Now, this is a holdover from An American Werewolf in London. However, because we only had the one werewolf in that, it's unclear if they're changing the rules or not. In London, the werewolf sees the ghosts of the people he kills. In Paris, it seems that he can see the ghosts of anyone any werewolf is killed, and that opens up a couple new doors that the movie does not take advantage of. He winds up meeting Happy Gilmore's girlfriend, who, despite the fact that she just met the man, decides she wants to have sex with him in a graveyard. Like you do.
We're smarter than we look.
Her ghost is actually kind of interesting, because she's trying to get him killed. Not by trying to convince him to kill himself, like the ghosts in American Werewolf in London did, but by trying to distract him into accidentally dying. In fact, the idea that werewolves can see the ghosts of any werewolf's victims could have been used really well here, because she could have teamed up with the evil werewolves to try and get him killed. She's not being a villain, she's just trying to stop being undead. And who can blame her? Oh yeah, there are evil werewolves in this movie. A cult of evil werewolves. What is the obsession we have nowadays of making werewolf movies with villains? I mean this, Cursed, the remake of The Wolfman, they all have to have a bad guy werewolf. One of the things I love about the werewolf genre is the duality factor, how you're your own worst enemy. Having evil werewolves is just lazy. It also shoehorns the main character into the hero role, making it more black and white, whereas I think these movies should live in a world of gray. But that's what they could have done, routes they could have taken. That's not what this show is. I don't look at the movie that I wanted it to be or what it could have been. I look at the movie that it is. So how is the version of An American Werewolf in Paris we got? Not good. It really isn't. Tom Everett Scott is fine, but he's just there. He's James Francoing up every scene he's in. While I don't care much for An American Werewolf in London's comedy, it at least had an original tone. This one's just... boring's the wrong word, but ordinary? Listless? I don't know. And the big thing, for me, this is the monster criticism about this movie. Remember when I said An American Werewolf in London created the Best Makeup Award? The effects in this are shit. I mean, god awful, awful, awful. Yes, it's 1997. Yes, they decided to go all CGI in 1997. But it's still some of the worst CGI I've seen ever. In any movie. Especially any mainstream studio theatrical release movie. They decided to go full CGI for the entire werewolf transformation and after. So anytime there's a werewolf, it's CGI. and it's terrible. And I can't get past that, not in this one. Now, I watched this about 2 days ago, and afterwards, I was prepared to never watch this again. Ever. Unless an attractive woman wanted to watch it with me, in which case I would bite my tongue. However, then, I spent the last 2 days really thinking about this movie. I think I need to do a full review of this. Clips and all, jokes, insights, all that stuff. I can't get this movie out of my head. I think it's that bad, and it's a baffling level of bad. So yeah, next Halloween, you're probably going to get another review of this from me. A much longer one. Alright, I need a palate cleanser after that, so I'm going to move on to another werewolf movie. A much better werewolf movie. Possibly the best werewolf movie, along with being one of my favorite movies and possibly my favorite horror movie. Until then, like, subscribe, share, leave comments, send me emails, all of the above. I'm David DeRose, and I am a cinephile.